We have a public school system now that is primarily a formula we all follow. I was educated in a public school system. So tell me, where's the origin of this? Why did it start the way that it started, and how did it get to today's format?
At some point, a bunch of experts, quote unquote experts, sat down somewhere and said, oh, well, what does child development look like? How do we do this? How do we educate a child? And then they came up with school. Could not be further from the truth. I'm very vocal about the fact that, and again, I will always say this, there are good people who are teachers. There are good people who are school administrators. There are good people coming up in the system. You're good people sending your good young people to the schools. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the system itself. The system itself was not designed for human development. It was designed around getting obedient slaves. And I'll be very, very intentional with my words on that. So we're essentially looking at a Prussian system. This came from a Prussian military background. As the story goes, you had a bunch of soldiers that were not listening as they were battling Napoleon, and they were starting to think for themselves, and they were starting to push back. And there was this Prussian thought of like, we need to do a better job of raising a population that listens to the government, blind orders, just go get it. Like, they don't think for themselves. They're smart enough to follow directions, not smart enough to do something for themselves.